BreenuhX, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to put a neon light sign together. Okay, so the first thing you'll need is to get some paper, go on Photoshop, print out any font that you want. This is for personal use, so I don't think it's gonna do anything, but yeah, I'm not reselling this. Yeah, so I just found a way to print out multiple images, and I'm using the neon black strip light. This is from Amazon. This was $60, and you'll need some plywood, and that plywood was $20 from Home Depot. This neon light changes RGB. It changes with your phone and a remote, and it also syncs to the music. So next thing you'll need is some spray glue to spray the back to adhere it to the plywood. So let's spray it together. So I'm just trying to cover it as even as possible. You probably want to do this outside, not inside. But I did do a graduation party, and I have pictures with the light. Everyone really enjoyed taking pictures with the neon light backdrop. So be sure to check out my Instagram. It is BreenuhX. I made a new Instagram. So be sure to follow my new page. So you don't need this size plywood, but this size was good enough. So you want to make sure you're sticking the letters as flush as possible to the plywood. Try not to put creases inside of it, but if there's creases, that's alright too. So you just want to take your time with this. Let me know if you guys actually tried to create this, but you definitely need somebody to help you to do this. So we're just putting on the BreenuhX. It doesn't matter if the white paper gets wrinkled. As long as the letters are straight, you're good. All right. See how nice it looks on there? So we'll be using that as a blueprint. So the name should look like this. I did BreenuhX because I did change my name from Miss Star Smile to BreenuhX. So this is what the neon strip light looks like. I have 16 feet. This is from Amazon, $60. Change color with the remote is waterproof. You don't need waterproof. But the next thing we're doing right here is we are just creating a guide of where we want the grooves to go inside. So you want to get this as straight as possible, so the letters could look as nice as possible. And this was also a rush project because my graduation was on Saturday. My graduation party was on Saturday, and we only had like a couple days to actually put this together. Literally had a week to put this stuff together. So now we're just tracing the X, and this is how the X looks. All right, so now we're creating the grooves inside the letters. So you definitely keep watching to see how this turns out. It turned out really beautiful. Comment down below if you know what type of machine this is. But to create the grooves, we had to get a machine that would cut it not completely through the wood, but enough so the lights can fit inside the wood. So I'm gonna just let this play a bit, and then I'll get back to talking. Alright, so this is how the letters should look. We also decided to make the neon LED lights actually pop out, so it really gives that neon effect. So now we're just taking a pencil and just taking all the extra wood out, the wood dust out. We're definitely wearing N95s, KN95s for this project, and it's outside, so you want to make sure you're not inhaling anything, because above all else, you want to make sure you're safe. But yeah, this is how it should look. It looks so good so far. So now we're just putting the actual strips in it to see how it would look. And this is how it's looking. So my dad's just drilling some holes here. And you'll see why he's drilling those holes. But you gotta keep watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you got this far to the video, comment down a strawberry emoji. Comment down below if you know what tool this is. Right now he's literally carving out letter by letter the BreenuhX. So now my dad is literally cutting out letter by letter this BreenuhX. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and also follow me on my Instagram page at BreenuhX. Now you see why drilling those holes was very necessary. But to cut out the actual letters, I didn't even think he was going to do this. But it looks so good this way. It looks really good this way. But literally, this took the entire day to actually cut, and then it took another 2 days to actually do the wiring. Shout out to my dad for actually staying up, putting wires together. The wires are so tiny, and because it was RGB, there's 4 wires instead of 1, so keep that in mind if you want an RGB color changing one and you want to do it yourself or with your dad or with whoever who knows how to cut and do electrical work. But you see, this is very precise, and this is all by hand. So now he's just cutting out the letters, the outline, doing the outline of the BreenuhX. And this is why I said you don't need a super big piece of plywood for this. You just need enough to fit the letters. But this looks really nice. And this was actually our first time actually creating this project. I just came up with the idea and I was like, oh, do you think we can have that from our graduation party? And it was like, it was literally a dream come true. Like, this was so pretty, so nice. I love it. So we're almost done with the letters. Almost done with these letters. Now it's nighttime. Okay, we were here the entire day. The entire day. Like, this looks really, really good. And you can see where we kind of tape the paper together, but it didn't even stop anything. It looked really nice. So the only thing I would say that I would do differently is I probably would have printed the letters a little bit bigger but the printer wasn't giving me the option to. But if I did a little bit bigger, the connection would have been a lot easier to put this BreenuhX together because it was RGB. It had like a really weird connection. It was like 2 and then 1, so you couldn't really cut it anywhere like the box said. So here we have the paper that I glued on. So my dad decided to sandpaper it. So we're just gonna sand it down with some sandpaper, and we use a lot of sandpaper. Okay, not just one that you see here. And this took an hour, like an hour plus. But the thing was, I didn't want the video to be that long, so that's why it's not an hour. So if you guys feel like the video is short, it's because I shortened it. because I don't know if you want to watch this for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Like, you probably don't, right? Yeah, so now we're on the E. We're just sanding everything down, making sure nobody has splinters. We're both wearing our N95 mask, making sure we're protected from the sawdust. So these are N95 filters. Mask. Yeah, we're almost done. Almost done with the X. So I do want to mention, unfortunately, I did not get a chance to record my dad putting the actual wires inside the light or doing the soldering. But I've seen videos, they made it seem so easy, and then when it was time to do it, it was so hard, very difficult. My dad literally stayed up all night putting wires together just to get it in time for my party. Like, that's insane. So big shout out to him. Make sure you hit that like button, definitely subscribe and share this video, because he worked so hard on this project and it looks so good. And this was his first time. All right, first time making a neon LED light by hand. So this is how the BreenuhX looks. And this is the final result. As I said, he had it for days he painted everything, put the wires in, and I was able to actually control it with the remote and with my phone. It looks really good. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, would you try this? And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys. Hey. We on the road to 1K. Let's go.